I am going to record a bit on filters for Cookidoo. So Cookidoo, look, I absolutely adore my Thermomix. It is the best kitchen appliance ever. Cookidoo for me is the icing on the cake. It allows me to meal plan, to filter using these filters. You can get as many recipes as you want in there. You can look for using an ingredient that you want to use up in the fridge, you can pop it in there. You can actually put in ingredients you want to exclude. So I thought I'd go through it, particularly focusing on the filters. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen. All right, so if you are new to Cookidoo, one of the first things I suggest is that you come in here to your account. All right, so top right-hand side, it's also the top right-hand side of the app. You can view your profile. And in here, you can select. So this is really starting to look at filters. A veggie cook, a time-saving cook, a chefy cook, a classic cook, okay? Now, you tick the accessories that you have here because obviously if you don't have a cutter, there's no point in showing you recipes with a cutter. If you don't have a blade cover peeler, same deal. But what you then is best to do is to go in here and update your filter. Now, I'm not going to click on here because mine is all set up. But if you go in there, these are the filters that I select so that they show up every time. All right. Now, some people don't put those countries in. They just put the English language and a TM6 if you've got a TM6. A TM6 allows you basically to cook virtually everything that doesn't have the cutter and doesn't have the blade cover peeler if you don't have them. Okay. I like to do it this way with those three countries because I also like looking at new collections. And if you just have the English language and then go and look at collections, you can get collections that have various languages in them, not just English. So that's just my preference. All right. Now, whilst I'm in here, remembering I am on the web, this is also, let's go back. Let's go back in here. This is also where I can see my account. All right. Now, as a Thermomix consultant, I earn my Cookidoo every year. Okay. I have to have one sale in February. Oh, goodness, get your teeth out, Mandy. In November or December. And that is really cool. So it says I've got one pair device. I have more than that. But anyway. All right. So that is where you would if you weren't sure, and if you're not sure when your account is running out, you can either look on the screen under settings, or you can come in here and look under membership. All right, but what I really want to do is show you these filters. So I'm just going to click on here. We go prawn cocktail just to get me through to the next spot. All right, I'm going to get rid of that now. I did make it the other day. That was really good. So move that over there. So I don't want anything in there. I've just got search. That's fine. So this is basically, it's actually the basic cookbook from Australia. I can look by recipes. I can look by collections. And this is why I like, oh, steam it up in a cup. That's new. All right. So this is why I like this, because I can come in here and have a bit of a look. And we might as well have a quick squiz at this whilst we're at it. Eggplant stacks. This is got to be an American recipe because it's got shrimp there. All right. Creme caramel, glazed lemon muffins, steamed egg cups. They look really cute. Steamed frittata egg cups and steamed scallion rolls. So there we go. So that one is new. The Sam Wood collection. We've had a Sam Wood collection before, but there are some added recipes. And they are these ones at the top. The warm satay bowl, the low-carb gluten-free lamb lasagna, the chicken laksa, the raw Snickers slice, which looks seriously good. Oh, look, I think a few people have been making that one. Mushroom and kale risotto and the pale booster smoothie. These other ones have been there for a while. Okay. And the other new collection is this one, which I am not sure if that's the UK or the US. But we can click in here and it will tell us. If you go down to the bottom, it will tell you which country it's from. In the collection from the United States. Okay. All right. So there we go. You can look by collections. so that's actually a filter in a way. You can filter by recipes. All right. Then you can sort over here by relevance, the newest, the name, the total time shortest, which I think is pretty cool, the prep time shortest, and the best rated. Now, I am really, really bad at rating. I need to get better at that. But so I don't worry too much about that because I don't rate things. But this is what we really want to look at, these filters here. So let's click into these filters. First of all, we've got all these different categories of recipes. Starters, soups, so starters, entrees, soups, pasta and rice dishes, main dishes, meat, fish, vegetarian, other, maybe vegan, side dishes, sauces, dips and spreads, sweet, desserts and sweets, baking savoury, baking sweet, breads and rolls, drinks, basics, baby food, sauces, dips and spreads, savoury, breakfast, snacks, menus, and more. All right, so if you want to look for, okay, a dip, a savoury dip, you could go into here. All right, that's going to show me 575 results, and some of those are obviously pestos and some sauces because we've clicked that. Herb and garlic dip, oh, the tuna dip is fantastic. We use chili tuna in there. It's really, really nice recipe. Okay, so let's go back into my filters. And I'm going to click off that one. So filters, I'm going to look for a pasta and rice dish. Okay, I've got 441 results. Now I'm going to go down to the next lot of filters, and they are ingredients. Sorry, lost that. That's ingredients. Sorry, it's just, I think it's because I'm not using my mouse batteries have run out. So maybe I just need to hang on to this and go into there. All right, so I might say I have, let's go zucchini, which needs to be used up. Okay. All right, I might be, I might say, actually, this is going to be interesting. I don't want any onion. Okay, excluded ingredients. All right, so I've got that in there. All right, without onion, got 16 results. Tags, I might say I want it dairy-free. Click on there. I've got 2 results now. Okay, so the tags could be dairy-free, they could be gluten-free, it could be free of gluten, all those sorts of things. The ingredients, whatever, you exclude ingredients that you don't want in there. So if you're FODMAPs, you might go onion, you might go apple, and obviously that's an ingredient that we've got in the fridge and we want to use up. Then we can go difficulty. I don't worry too much about difficulty because I can look at a recipe and go, that looks way too complicated for what I want. I can select preparation time, but I don't worry so much about that because I can prep something today and cook it tomorrow. All right, so if I've just spaced my time out, I can have the things ready, prepped in the fridge. But my total time, I might want that meal on the table in 30 minutes. No results. Okay, so let's try it 45 minutes. 1 result. Okay, remember we're being fairly fussy here. We've got dairy-free, we've got zucchini. And I might say, I want it to feed 4. Still got 1 result. Ratings, as I said, I don't really worry about. But we've also down here got the language. So you can select other languages and you can select other countries. So let's have a look at my 1 result. Penne and vegetables. Okay. So it's got brown onion. So there you go. It's not foolproof, but we've got a whole lot of stuff in there. It is dairy free. And with the brown onion, if you didn't eat brown onion, I would put the green of spring onion in there instead. Okay. So let's go back. And let me just let's get rid of zucchini. Okay, and let's go without onion. So now I have 8 results, something that's going to be on the table in 45 minutes that serves 4. I've got a smoked trout pasta with lemon and capers, which sounds sensational. Chili crab, chili mussels, salmon rice bowl, penne and vegetables, which we had before. Mexican rice, chicken and prawn noodles, leek chili and chorizo sauce. Now, you might think that's not many things, but if we actually got rid of dairy-free, we've now got 172 results. Now, when you are eating dairy-free or gluten-free, you know how to get around things. So if you were gluten-free, you might go, I'm not going to look at a pasta and rice dish. Or if you do, you go gluten-free. It's not going to give you a single pasta dish, whereas you know you can buy gluten-free pasta. You can use zoodles instead. The same with dairy-free. There are, dairy-free cheeses around, and there are dairy-free cheeses you can make in Cookidoo. So just always be mindful that when you're using these filters, that you're not excluding things that you don't actually need to be excluded, because you know how to deal with that issue. All right, so I'm just going to go here. I'm going to, where is it? I just want to filters. Okay. Actually just want to go back and clear them. All right, let's just do this. 45 minutes, 4 portions. All right. Yeah, that's what I would normally have. Okay, so let's just go back in and look at one more thing. Main dish is fish. Okay, I've got 472 results. And I might go, all right, I'm not worried about any of the ingredients, but I want it on the table, whoops, on the table in 30 minutes. I've got 106 results. Okay. So there's lots of ways you can use these filters, and there we go. And I hope that's really helpful. So you need to go to your filters, and then you can select. The first thing is you can select your what type of dish. You can select ingredients you want to use, ingredients you want excluded. You can select tags. You can then select total time and preparation time. The number of people that you're feeding, and which model of Thermomix you have, and which countries and which language you want to look at. So if I just actually very quickly go back in, I want to show you the languages. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. All right. Now you can see I've got all sorts of languages here. If I go into my filters and scroll down to the languages, you can see it's annoying having a mouse that's not working. To go right back to the beginning again. Here we go. Hang on to it, Mandy. So I've got all these languages. I've got Czech, Danish, Dutch, Greek, English, French, German, Icelandic, Indonesian, Italian, Norwegian, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, simple Chinese, Spanish, Swedish, traditional Chinese, Turkish, and Vietnamese. Okay. Oh, I think I'm missing some. Where's my UK and US? Okay. Oh, sorry. No, this is it. And then also in there, sorry about this, that was my language. So if I go English, because that is what I want, and then I can come down here. I've got all these different countries. So let's just go down here. So I've got Australia, Canada, Malaysia, Morocco, Singapore, Switzerland, United Kingdom, and United States. All right. So all those countries will have some recipes that are in English. But if I wanted French, I would go back up here to the language. If I spoke, well, I do speak some French, but, and I would go with this. All right. And then I've got Belgium, Canada, France, Morocco, those countries coming in. All right. So that's how you use your filters. I hope that's useful for some of you. It's just, I don't know, just so easy to use. You just need to practice with it, play with it. And it's very intuitive. You just need to, give it a go. If you're still having trouble with the filters, please yell out to me and let me know. But I'm hoping that will have helped with some of the questions. Thanks.